Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Friends Over Foes podcast with your host, Beach99, and our co-host, Minnie James. And if this is your first time tuning into our podcast, welcome. We hope you enjoy the ride. Make sure to follow us on our social pages, on our Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, Friends Over Foes podcast. And make sure to follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to where all the juicy stuff and everything's going on down there. Without further ado, let's get right into the podcast.
Hello. Welcome back to Friends Over Foes podcast. We are back after months and months of just ghosting. We're back with me, Minnie James, and our other host, Beach99. How are you doing, Brandon? How does it feel to be back?
I'm chilling, man. I've just been doing bits, since our hiatus. We've just been, I've been going over to uni, so that's just been one thing that I've been working on. So yeah, it's just been quite mad for me lately. But how have you been lately, James?
I've been good. I've been working on this album, doing my thing. But we're vibing. We're getting through it.
You're gonna give us a little insight to your album? Any tease?
Okay. So it's in chapters, and it's all about growing mental health wise. That's that's all I'll give, but it's positive.
Okay.
For a bit.
All right. Fair enough. At least you gave us a little bit of something, though. Like you
didn't
a
little bit of something.
Yeah. You didn't leave us in like a cliffhanger or anything. It's like I want more, but at the same time we do want more. But you didn't leave us in like a when you watch a series and you're so deep into it.
Yeah, Squid Games.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you: did you manage to watch all of that?
Yeah. Oh my god.
What's your thoughts about it? And obviously keep it spoiler free. In case anyone.
I think it was it episode 6 with the marbles. After that, it just went downhill. I remember watching it, and I was like, "Okay, this is." I don't know when they like pick a teammate, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, that person you picked, you're playing against." Oh no, because in it, isn't there like a husband and wife?
Yeah.
And then, yeah. And then they've got to play against each other, and the loser, obviously, kicks the bucket, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It gets quite messy.
A little bit.
A little bit messy, but yeah.
Yeah, oh my God.
I actually enjoy it. Besides from like all the hype surrounding Squid Game, I've actually enjoyed the show.
I think it's it's brilliant.
It's really good, yeah, really good. Like from start to finish, though, it's always keeping your blood running because there's so much going on, and like even the first episode gets the stakes going because it's like there's so much on the line, and then you got all these people who have so much going on in their lives. They rather be in the games than be out there running from their debts and running from all their problems. And then it gets to show you that people rather play the games to risk winning millions of billions of dollars just so that they can not run for the rest of their lives. And it shows you a lot.
Yeah, I think the craziest thing about Squid Games is that you watch it and you're full on mind blown at the end of every episode. But then apparently the guy who wrote it got rejected for 10 years straight.
That's crazy, that.
It's insane because you're was it like J.K. Rowling got rejected for 7 years with Harry Potter?
Yeah.
And look at it now.
Yeah.
That is mental. I mean,
it just shows you though, and because when you have crazy ideas like that, and then you get rejected, it just tends to blow up in the end because you just got to find the right moment, the right time. Because look what happened with J.K. Rowling. Like her Harry Potter book series is one of the most successful book franchises out there.
Exactly, yeah. Maybe they were just ahead of the time.
Way ahead of her time. Look at her now. She's chilling inside a $1 million mansion.
She's balling.
She's sitting in it. She's sitting in it.
Bruh, everyone wishes we had J.K. Rowling kind of money.
I know, right? I mean, we all do. Like, if we all had J.K. Rowling's money, it's like, what couldn't you do?
Speaking of money, right. Speaking of money, when I say celebrity and money, you think Kim Kardashian, right?
That's not the first thing that pops up in my mind, but go ahead.
Can I just say, Pete Davidson has given all the little nerds and the skinny kids some hope.
All right.
What a legend. He's got... Wait, who did he have before? He had Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
And then... He got Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, I've seen this. He's winning.
But and apparently this guy lives with his mum in the basement of his mum's house. And apparently, is it Staten Island? Is that where he's from?
I think so. I can't
apparently the place is an absolute shithole. And apparently Kim Kardashian... Apparently the only way you get there is through ferry. So you have to get the ferry to this little shitty place, apparently, to go to his house that he lives in with his mum. And apparently Kim Kardashian went to his house and was like, bro, imagine, you've got to be one funny guy to get Kim Kardashian to go to your house.
That is crazy, that though. To get someone like Kim Kardashian, especially with that high status as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pete Davidson though, like he's definitely winning that life now.
Bro, honestly.
It tends to show you as well, though. It's like you don't need to have all the money in the world to especially back someone like Kim K or even Ariana Grande.
Imagine being Kanye and he's dropped this big ass album and he's raking it in and he just looks to the side, sees some skinny, lanky white kid pulling his ex-wife around.
How would you feel if you were Kanye?
I would feel like because Kanye's done a lot of good things. He's got the riches. He's successful. But obviously, that isn't all you can do.
It really isn't. It
It's
really is.
So funny. You're thinking Kanye's this one successful rapper. People respect him. And Pete Davis is just like a comedian.
Yeah.
And I personally don't think he's a big comedian. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's not Kevin Hart. He's not, I don't know, I'm blanking on comedians now.
Also, so would you say it's like a B-list comedian?
Yeah, he isn't top tier, I wouldn't say. He hasn't reached that level yet.
Yeah.
And it's just funny to see Kim Kardashian hanging out. Not hanging out. Pete Davidson was seen with a hickey on his neck. So, you know, something's going on.
Well, there you go. That shows you. You don't need to say anything else more than that.
Bro, I swear on, Pete Davidson is the perfect rebound guy.
Yeah, he is.
Ariana Grande after Mac Miller, Kim Kardashian after Kanye. He's he's swooping in.
He is, man. He's bagging it in, man. He's proper bagging it in. Good on him, though. Good on him.
I just thought it was so funny because I remember like seeing the news and being like, that is the last person I would expect Kim Kardashian to go to after Kanye.
Yeah.
Like you'd think, I don't know. What did she do? She went Ray J, and then she went, it was Ray J, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And then she went Kanye. I don't know if there was anyone in between. But like the pattern is rappers, right?
Mm.
And then it's just this skinny, lanky, white comedian from SNL. Just, I think it's class. I think he's done bits, bro.
I mean, it's just funny when you just look at it that way. But at the end of the day, though, like he secured the bag like he's supposed. You know.
So it's every funny kid out there that don't have a lot of money, you've got hope. I promise.
Got hope, man. Yeah. If you're that nerdy kid in your class thinking, "Oh, no one's not gonna like me," there's hope for you. There's hope for all of us.
Yeah. Just look at Pete Davidson. You've got this.
I know, right? There's hope for you, man. There's hope for you. Trust me. Oh, speaking of Kanye, sorry.
Go on, yeah.
So when you mentioned about his album Donda, because did you see the Grammy nominations for this year?
I did. I think, what is it? It's Kanye, Drake, Cole, Tyler, and then there's someone else in there.
Nas.
What a lineup.
A proper lineup though. Like I'm telling you who should not be there, but they're gonna be there anyway, Drake, because his album was just nothing special to me at all. I'm just saying that it really is. Did you listen to it by any chance?
I go up to the you a lesbian, me too line, and I was just like, yeah, I can't listen to this. Like that, I couldn't tell. I did, like, you know, to the point when you listen to it and you're like, I genuinely had no idea how to react to it. Do I laugh? Do I cringe? And I was just like, I can't do this. And then, like, I think that's the second song on CLB.
Is it actually?
I think, yeah. And I think the second song on Donda is Jail.
Yeah.
So comparing the two, like starting off, like I was like, yeah, I'll listen to Donda. But the thing is, Donda is such a long album.
Same with Certified Lover Boy. They're both long albums. And it shows you as well, though. I mean, with Drake especially, because he did the same shit that he did back on Scorpion in 2018, where he didn't learn from that last album with this one, where he released too many tracks on there. It's got over 20 plus tracks, and that kind of shows you that he's playing the streaming game rather than just focusing on making good music. You know
what he is?
A culture vulture.
He's the American Ed Sheeran.
The American Ed Sheeran.
Because, you know, Ed Sheeran, like, yeah, he brings in these streams. He does great, but his music doesn't evolve, in my opinion. Like, at all. Like, maybe he adds some, like, I don't know, pads and, like, some synths every now and then, but, bro, come on. Oh, my, it's so frustrating.
Did you listen to Ed Sheeran's new album?
No, I've stayed away from that.
Yeah, duh. I had to listen to it for you. It's nothing special. It's not.
Scale of 1 to 10, what are you rating it? Anthony Fantano.
Anthony Fantano. I actually saw his. What did he rate it? Did he rate it like was it a 3 out of 10 or something like that? It was very low.
Quite high for Ed Sheeran, right?
Oh, high for Ed Sheeran. He rated KSI like 5.
To be fair though, that KSI album kind of slaps, you know.
It does, you know, on multiple listens as well. It's like when you listen to it first time, it's like it doesn't hit because it's your first listen. So you take it, so your brain's trying to contemplate all these things going on and all these things that he's trying. But when you go back and listen to it, it actually hits different.
Yeah. Like, what is it? Is it the one with Lil Durk?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's slap from the start, first listen.
This is what we mean, though. It is evolving. He sings, and it's in like a proper high octave as well. And that is KSI. Like, if you listen to, like, what is it? Oh, what was it? Is it the Keep Up EP? Was that his first one?
Yeah.
And if someone from the future came down and was like, this is what KSI is going to be like in a couple of years, you'd be like, no chance. So,
what you're saying, this YouTuber is going to be this guy in 5-6 years.
Bro, I'd fully accept it if we switch KSI with Ed Sheeran right now.
I want to mention as well, though, like, I think KSI and Drake are kind of like similar in a way.
Oh, this could start something. All right,
no. Hear me out, right? Hear me out, right? Because there's no style that you can pinpoint to both KSI and Drake, because both of them like to try different things all the time. Like, you notice back in like the like in 2015 era, Drake was always always trying different styles. Like he'd be switching from R&B to hip hop to pop, dancehall styles. And you know how he'd always be putting on that fake Jamaican accent in some of his tracks, where he'd be like, a controller. You know, he always be doing things like that. So it's all
I prefer his fake British. That's hilarious.
His fake British accent, like when he links up with Skepta and Gigs and
yeah. What song was it? Because he did it on more than one. Because I've heard it. And
yeah, it's on his More Life album. Where it was just. But like I was saying though, like both KSI and Drake are a bit similar in that way, to where like like they can't really find their own sound. Especially like KSI though, like he hasn't been doing music as long as like Drake has been.
Yeah.
So he's still trying to find himself, but in that sense, they're both kind of similar in the way of them trying to like find their style and they're being proper versatile with it.
The crazy thing is, KSI is still trying to find his sound, and he's already doing bits with the sounds that he's messing around with. Like that is insane. Like
he's doing so much with what he's got.
Was his album number 2 or was it number 1? I can't remember. He did well
all over the place.
Yeah, I can't.
It was number 1, I think it was.
Yeah,
it was number 1.
The one before, is it Dissimulation? That got number 2, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. It's funny as well. Don't you find it so funny? Is that this album got number 1, but his last one got number 2, and the last one that got number 2 was supposed to be the one where if he got number 1 on that album, he will go bald again.
Yeah, like it literally got to the point where he was asking people to stop streaming it because he didn't want to go bald. If he kept pushing it, he would have got a number 1. I'm convinced.
Yeah,
which is insane to me. Like the guy's moving mad.
Like you would say, moving mad.
Yeah. Right. Speaking of moving mad, can we just talk about Travis Scott for a second?
Oh shit! Yeah, go on.
Because he's moving mad. Like what? Drake's in on it as well, isn't he? Like, what's going on with that?
Yeah, so apparently, like, I heard that both Travis and Drake are getting sued. For the Astrofest thing that's going down. So
how much is it as well that they're getting sued by?
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, right?
It's in the billions, right?
It's $2 billion for Travis right now. I think with Drake as well, but I haven't seen nothing in the headlines about Drake. But Drake is getting sued for like maybe one of the lawsuits that have been filed against him. And it's actually insane with how this is going down now, because it's been 2 weeks since the Astrofest incident happened.
Yeah,
that's crazy though, because it literally happened this month, and all the lawsuits are still coming on as well. And apparently, I've heard that that Travis hasn't come out of his house since the incident happened.
I'm not surprised he's going to be attacked.
Yeah, I know. It's actually insane with what's going on, because it's just like it's so much going on, and with the people that died, and there's so many mourning families going on, and it's like they've got to pay them back somehow, and they've got to cover the funerals and for the ones that lost their lives there.
So I've got a question for you. Are you on Travis's side or the public?
In terms of what, like,
do you think he did something wrong? Do you think he deserves all of this, like, hate towards him, or do you think it's fully justified?
I think everyone is truly responsible for what's happened. Everyone's just truly responsible, because for one, the people that were in charge of arranging the events and all that, the events managers, like, they weren't prepared for this capacity to happen. Because 50,000 people attended the festival, and they were not prepared for that at all. Like, they didn't have the staff to do all that. And so
sorry, you go.
No, like I was saying though, like, they weren't prepared for that, and so because of that, like, did you see the video of them people breaking into the festival?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, there were like thousands of people breaking into the festival. The fences were being broken down, and you could see security guards were there, but the security guards weren't bothering, because people were just barging through into the Astrofest, and
oh my god,
it was getting overcapacitated, and because of that though as well, like people were getting crowd crush, and people were losing a lot of energy, and they were getting dehydrated. And loads of people passed out there as well, because it was a very, very structured environment for them to be in.
Jesus, I heard that the medical staff, apparently one of them outed Travis because apparently that they didn't have enough supplies.
Yeah.
Which is like, a rap man has money. He dates Kylie Jenner. Well, he has a baby with Kylie Jenner.
I think they're both back together now, aren't they?
Yeah, like, They're a thing, yeah, because I think they were hanging out on that.
Sorry, but do you know what's pissing me off about that as well? Is that like, have you seen the articles about like Kylie Jenner and in relation to the Astrofest thing?
Yeah, I've seen some anyway.
Yeah, like these articles are coming out saying, "Oh, Kylie Jenner has been escorted out safely from the Astrofest incident," and it's like, okay, so
yeah,
well, what am I supposed to do with this? Like,
out of everything that's happened at that festival, that's the thing you want to report on right now.
Yeah, and it's like how's this relevant to me? Like, yeah, it's cool. Kylie Jenner's safe and that, but it's like there's like 9 people that died, 10 people now, I think.
Yeah, someone had brain damage as well, didn't they? They were brain dead.
Yeah, I saw an article that a woman is suing Travis because she had like brain damage or something.
Yeah, good. I hope she gets exactly what she needs with that.
Back, man, pay for your bills and shit.
The thing that really annoyed me with it is he was like, "Oh, we'll pay for the funerals," and I'm like, there shouldn't be any funerals to pay for in the first place. And is that the best you can do? Pay for the funerals, bruh.
Well, I mean, at this point though, like you gotta just try do something. At this point, like you can't bring people back from the dead. It's like the best thing you can really do is just for the funerals and and try give their families and that peace.
But man, I just feel like someone needs to give him a sugar cube for his high horse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
And it's just frustrating.
I was just so fuming as well at the people who were refusing the paramedics to get through and help someone that passed out. Did you see the videos of the ragers just jumping on the paramedics and vehicles and just raging on top of it, and they're refusing them to get through? What absolute trash human beings!
We can't. Trash. We can't put all the blame on Travis because obviously he's not like I mean, there were videos of him trying to help, but he should just stop the show. And I think that's why Drake got a lot of backlash, and that's why he's being sued, is because I think a lot of the accidents happened, and then Drake came on the stage, like that was his time to come on. But instead of like him just being like, "Nah, we can't carry on," he was just like, "Fuck it, let's play this music and get people hyped while people are in pain."
And there were even videos out there of people in the crowd shouting for the show to stop the show.
That's terrifying.
And you even had this girl come up on the stage and behind the cameraman to tell him to stop the show, but the cameraman was like, "Just get off, get out of here." Like he would just ignoring her to stop the show. And so there were so many points throughout that festival. People were trying to urge them to stop the show, but they just carried it on. It's actually ridiculous.
Yeah, like some of the apology, like the apology video that he did, I think.
Oh God, don't get me started on his apology, man. Like, what kind of apology is that?
The only good thing out of that, the one thing that's good about that is that usually in that situation, artists would just release a statement of words on Instagram and be like, and it's probably written by their own board, like that. It's written by the record label, it's not even from them. So for Travis to do a video, it's a little bit better, but it just did not seem sincere at all. Like he was like, "Oh, I love my fans." Is that why you let all that happen? Really?
It just didn't seem genuine at all.
No.
Just from looking at it as well. And have you seen the amount of times that he kept rubbing his face throughout that video, where he was just "Oh, I'm sorry, my fans, man. I didn't expect none of this to happen. It's just trying to get to the bottom of this." And it's like, nigga, stop rubbing your face, man.
Yeah.
Look at the camera and just, oh God, sorry.
I swear down, rubbing your face. I swear down, that's like a tell of like being bored of a situation, being bored of a conversation or something. You're just like, "Oh, let's just get this over with."
But in that video, it looked like he just woke up. And his lawyer or his manager told him that he had to film an apology video or just let people know what's happening with the situation at the moment. And it's like, come on, though, man. Like, and it's in black and white filter as well. It's like, what's that trying to show? Oh,
Make
it's
it more
black and white.
dramatic or something. I'm
It's
sad.
sad.
Oh no.
Oh, it's sad. Oh, it's black and white. Oh, I'm rubbing my face. I'm showing that I'm empathetic, and I'm sure it is definitely empathetic. But the way the video came off, it's like it's not helping him back up his point. You know,
just add some tears and it'll get even better. Do you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, may as well just like damp his face with the water at that point.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure he did some stuff right. Like, there's like he didn't do everything wrong, and it isn't all his fault.
No, absolutely
but
not.
There's just ways you go about certain things. Like, if that was us, we would definitely do way more. I feel like there's so much more. Even as a smaller artist, if that was to happen, you could do way more than just put out a video, pay for people's funerals. There's so much more you could do.
It really is, though. Yeah. And I could totally see it as well, though. Like I'm not going to put all the blame on Travis as well, because
definitely not. No.
Well, like imagine you're playing in front of 50,000 people, something you and your team were not prepared for, and you're there, and you don't know if someone's passed out or someone's like dying at that moment. It's a lot to keep up with, because there's so many people there, you won't even notice it. Whereas if you're playing at a smaller venue, you'll be able to notice it because the capacity is smaller. It's a lot more secure. They got more staff in place. But Astrofest is just like it was just a big mess overall, and it was a lot hard to keep up with. So I'm not going to be like I'm going to let Travis off for that. But the thing is, all right, like you can't put all the blame on him, like you said. But him and the organizers are to blame, because they should have prepared for this amount of capacity, and they should have been prepared to have more medical supplies ready.
Yeah, sorry. The reason I'm laughing is because I just realized. Do you remember? I think it must have been like a week after it happened. All these people, especially on Twitter, were like, "He's a Satanist." Have you seen those conspiracy theories?
Oh, I don't know what about him, like sacrificing his fans or something.
He sacrificed them to the devil. It was a portal to hell. And I know, I get it. Like, I get where you're coming from, but it's such a reach.
It really is, though, because I thought that's what Lil Uzi does, apparently, because you know that he always like praises Satan.
Yeah, but like, he doesn't kill people.
No.
Like, and if you're fans, you're not going to get rid of them. How else are you supposed to make money, Mr. Travis Scott?
I know. But the thing is, though, as well, is that like live shows are like a big like revenue factor for the music industry. Without live shows, without these festivals, without all these mosh pits and rages now, it's like it's part of the culture at the end of the day. Like people can mosh pit, but the thing's all right. I want to ask you as well. Do you think this will be the end of mosh pit, or do you think like it's going to let people be more careful and a lot more aware?
Well, I've seen a lot of heavy metal fans post on stuff and like being like, see, when people are getting trampled, apparently they stop and they pick them back up. But apparently, I think it's just people that aren't in that culture or don't do that a lot don't know how to mosh pit. Because there's ways to do it. Like, I've seen Harry get in a mosh pit. He fell over, someone picked him up. Like, apparently in Travis's one, they just thought, you know what, he's now a carpet. I'm going to walk over him.
All over him, yeah.
It's just, oh man, I think the one positive, if there is a positive to take from it, is learning from it.
Yeah.
And not just Travis Scott, every other artist.
Absolutely.
Because I think, I can't remember who it was. I think it was SZA or someone, it might have been Doja Cat or something. They had a live concert, like, I think it was like a couple days after Astrofest. And apparently she kept, like, between every song or whatever, she was like stopping and being like, is everything okay? Everyone's all right? We're not having any trouble in the crowd. We're okay. So, like, apparently people are like, oh, it's getting annoying now. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Would you want to go to, like, imagine if it's a birthday present or it's like a surprise for your kid, and you're like, oh, let's go see Travis Scott, and then like wasn't like a 14-year-old kid that died.
Yeah. I think at the time when they were reporting them, I think he was like the youngest one to have died. But then there was reports coming out about a 10-year-old. I think it was a 10-year-old.
No.
Yeah, they're saying that a 10-year-old it is a very critical condition. But I think luckily he survived.
Yeah, because apparently like a decade ago. Have you heard of a band called, I think it was Pearl Jam?
Oh yeah.
Apparently, I don't know if they were the ones that had the concert after a situation, but there was a situation at like a rock concert where like 7 people died. And then there was another band that had like a live show like a couple of days after. And apparently they kept stopping sets and being like, is everything okay? So I think that's the best way to do it. Like, make sure. Because all these videos have surfaced now of artists stopping shows, helping people. Do you know what I mean? Like there's even a Lil Pump one where he was like, he literally got off the stage and like watched the paramedic like help out the fan. Lil Pump, for God's sake.
Lil Pump, you know.
And Travis Scott literally stopped a show because someone nicked his shoe.
Oh yeah, we were talking about this.
Bro.
Yo, he got pissed when someone nicked his shoe, and then he told the fans to attack him.
Yeah. Then cut to the video of him doing the robot while someone's passed out.
Oh, yo, get this right. Though I seen this comment that someone made about this. Joe, when you made that video about all my fans mean the world to me, like someone said, okay, so your fans mean the world to you, so your shoes must mean the universe to you.
If his fans mean the world to him, then he's global warming. Bro. Like, can you imagine? Imagine you get like really famous and stuff, like, and like you're like, oh, my fans, and he's like, oh, one of them's gonna die, but you know, I'm just gonna do the robot here instead of helping them. Like, there's literally videos of him being like, is everything okay? Everything okay? And then it stops, and then people are like, see, he did help, and then someone commented being like, but you could hear him go, yeah, afterwards. And I'm like, it does.
Although I will say as well, like I was one of those people that thought, like, when I saw that video of him just like saying yeah when the fan was getting dragged out by paramedics, I was like, what is going on? But I saw full context of that video because apparently it was taken out of context just to make Travis look bad even further. So when I don't know if you've seen the full context of that that video. Travis did stop his performance there because he did notice the fan was passed out, and then he told the security and paramedics to crowd surf him over to safety, and at that moment that's where he was singing in autotune. So I will say whoever out there decided just to take that out of context just to make Travis look bad even further, screw you, because I don't even know what your intentions are, because at the end of the day, it's probably just cancel culture, you know, because that's the thing nowadays. Like, people just want to cancel people just for the sake of it, because people are so bored nowadays.
Oh, yeah, it's embarrassing.
It really is, though. It's just so bad. It's like, why are you trying to ruin people's careers for? It's like, because you don't have a career. You don't have a career yourself, so you want to try and get rid of someone else's.
Yeah, this is what I mean, though. Like, we don't have... Like, we weren't there to witness every single part of it, so we can't really speak too much on it. But I saw I can't remember which news article it was, but you know that video of Travis Scott being like with the shoe, and he's like, you'll fuck him up, and he like tells like fans to beat him up. Like, someone took that little clip being like, oh, this is Travis Scott telling everyone to beat up that 14-year-old that died. Like, bro, that clip, first off, was like 10 years ago or something, or like 5 years ago. And it's like, you're really trying to stoop low to make people think Travis Scott caused it just really annoyed me. I just don't like the media. It just pisses me off. But
Yeah.
like, we're allowed to be mad at Travis Scott for things that actually happened, not fake, stupid news articles. As if he's going to tell a bunch of fans to beat up a 14-year-old kid. Actually, who knows? I don't know what he's like. He might do. Moving on.
Moving on anyway, though.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, by the way, to everyone that died.
Oh yeah, rest in peace to rest in peace to all, everyone, man. Because
that is honestly tragic.
No, like prayers and condolences to all the families out there that lost there, because it's just a tragic situation that happened.
To be fair, one thing I'm actually like, I saw it and I was like, okay, that's actually kind of good. Travis Scott, I think, to some of the survivors that have been traumatized, he said he'll like pay for their therapy and stuff, which, like, some people might think, it's a bit like it's what you should do, but at least like some people would just ignore that, and I think it's good that he's actually acknowledged it at least.
Definitely. I also saw as well. Did you see that Roddy Rich donated his proceeds to the Astrofest victims as well?
Yeah, he did actually. What a guy!
Roddy Rich is such a G, though.
He is like
he's just so nice for that.
He's going to be a big star.
He will be, yeah, absolutely. Like, I think it's just sick of him to do that as well. But what was annoying me as well is that, like, I saw the comments underneath that post, and then people were like, "Oh, Roddy's doing more than Travis." Then, that's so funny to see that other rappers who weren't involved in this are doing more than Travis doing himself. It's like, first of all, you don't know what Travis is doing because there's a lot going on behind the scenes that they're trying to figure out. Like, they're talking with a lot of legal advisors and talking with the police and the law enforcement to try to settle this thing out. And it's going to take a while to go on, especially like these lawsuits are still coming in and out. So it's like, it's going to take years for all these to get settled, you know?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And then second of all, like you can't question on someone else's like life decisions on what they're going to be doing, because you don't know. Like, Travis could have already donated his proceeds to the families or whatever, but he might not publicly come out with it.
Yeah, because maybe you don't want people to think it's a stunt,
or maybe he's trying to get a good repetition from it.
Exactly, yeah. And I think we shouldn't compare the efforts that other celebrities make towards Travis, because there's different situations. Like Kanye, what did Kanye do? Kanye did, was it his Sunday service? Did you see that? He dedicated it to the fallen of Astrofest. Jeez, death is mad right now.
Scary, man.
Bro, honestly, it's weird. Like, I'm trying to figure out which segue we can use, because there's more on Kanye that we can talk about, but like Kanye and Big Sean.
Oh yeah. Do you want to go into that?
Right. Like, what were they on? What was it? Was it
Drink Champ? I think
Drink Champs. And Kanye was like, he pick up like a gravestone, like a prop, because it was a Halloween thing, and he was like, "Here lies Kanye for signing Big Sean." Like, bro, it was hilarious. But
I didn't see that. You know what, though? I didn't get the chance to watch the whole interview. Like, I seen clips that were taken from it. Like that. Like, I saw the one where he regretted signing Big Sean to his label. But then again, though, right? It's not like Big Sean's like left like the label completely, because like the label that Kanye signed to, it's under Warner Brothers, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And so Big Sean is like starting his own label as well, and which is under Warner Brothers as well. So if you kind of think of it as well, it's kind of like he's moving from one office to another in the same building.
Is it like is it Aftermath with Snoop Dogg and Eminem and Dr. Dre? Because Eminem's got a Slim Shady record. Snoop Dogg's got is it the Dog Pound? Is that what Snoop's is?
Yeah, I think it's Dog Pound, yeah.
But I think they're still technically Aftermath. No, is it Interscope now that they're at?
I think Interscope. What, Snoop and M?
Yeah, I know Dre and Ice Cube's at Interscope as well.
Yeah, I think all of them are signed to multiple labels.
It's weird, yeah.
So I know Emma's with Interscope, Shady, and Aftermath.
Yeah, it's like all three, isn't it? It's weird. It's kind of like that. But apparently the reason is because when he was running for presidency, like, Big Sean didn't vote for him or promote him or something. Or he was, like, against it. And then Big Sean came out and was like, well, that's just bullshit. Like, and he was like, we were at a party, like, last week. You never said any of this shit to me, Kanye. So, like, it's like the thing with Soulja Boy. Like, I feel like Kanye is like let this happen and maybe they won't notice, maybe. Do you know what I mean? Like, just let the guy know the verse was shit.
I know. Yeah, did you see that tweet that Kanye put up of him apologizing to Soulja Boy for not putting him on the album or something like that?
Like, people were like just piped out, and I'm like, I get it though. Like, if someone was like, oh, hyping up your verse, and then they were going around saying it was shit, you'd be like, what the fuck, bro? You said it was a good verse. Why is it not on? Why are you saying it's shit now? Do you know what I mean? You'd be pissed, wouldn't you? You'd be like, what the fuck? Why is he like
of course you would be pissed, but you know what's so funny as well? Because Soulja Boy had acknowledged the apology from Kanye, and do you know what else he went on to say alongside that?
Go on.
I'm the first rapper to get an apology from Kanye.
Oh my god. Bruh. I don't like Soulja Boy. I think he's very full of himself, but that was like I could understand where he's coming from.
No, it's so funny though, because because you know Soulja Boy just loves to keep going with all these. I'm the first rapper to make his own gaming console. I'm the first rapper to
make a music video with an iPod. Like, who cares, bro? Like, it's an iPod. Like, it's not groundbreaking. Everyone has a fucking iPod. Sure.
The first rapper to make a music video whilst taking a shit.
Oh my god, I'm the first rapper to talk about you. Oh my god.
Some dumb shit like that, you know.
Bro, I'm the first rapper to write bars while taking the biggest dump. Like, who cares, bro? No wonder why that's shit.
I'm the first rapper to say the first words as a verse or something like that. You know, some dumb shit.
I was the first rapper to be on Kanye's Donda, yet you were also the first rapper to get dropped from it, so shut up.
Okay. Oh my god, chill, man. Chill.
Bro, no, he's so annoying.
I need to call Soulja Boy and let him know that you've been throwing pop.
He'll come in and be like, who said it? You. I'll be like, Craig, that's what it was. Oh man, what a tune. That's the only song I know of his, and it was like 20 times.
Oh, nah, don't do him like that, man. I'm sure you know more than this. Oh, man.
The funniest thing about it was like, you know, fuck you, Kanye, I'm going to drop in. Everyone's going to hear how sick it is. It wasn't very good. Let's just put it like that. Because the thing is, it's Donda, and it's about his mum. And the verse was nothing to do with the song, like what it was about. And you couldn't really, it wasn't very, the clarity was a bit off. So you just couldn't hear what he was saying. I just heard some shit about guns and that, and it's like, bro, just talk about how much you love your mum or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
You might respect that, bro.
Did you feel like some of the songs on the album felt like demos more than completed songs?
Yeah, you showed me that one. Is it with King Von?
No, Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
I didn't mix them up, guys. Don't come at me. It's just...
I'm going to say, like, how are you mixing up Pop Smoke with King Von?
I don't know. I thought it was King Von, but actually, yeah, it's like you can't mix them up because Pop Smoke is like, yeah. You know what I mean? He's got a hella deep voice.
Is that all he says? Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, besides from that track there with Pop Smoke, like, some of the tracks in there just felt like they needed more polishing, you know?
Yeah, which is weird because he was like, Actually, no, he did push it back, but there's rumors that his label just drops out of nowhere, though, didn't there?
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons there isn't an album cover. Bro, I'd be pissed if I was Kanye.
I think that's the reason as well why the album doesn't have a cover on it. It's just a black cover.
I would be so mad. Like, bro, that's like... And it's named after his mum, so that's probably why he put so much effort into it as well.
Yeah, definitely. That's why Donda is way better than Certified Lover Boy, even though both of those albums are so different in styles. But like Drake, just oh come on, man! Like it's just not. It's just the same shit that he's been doing before. Like
can we just bro, talk about the meaning to the intro of Donda though?
Yeah, so I'm sure most people already know about this anyway. About like the first track of Donda. Called the Donda chant. You got a woman in the track that's saying Donda over and over again.
It's different. It changes rhythm. It goes Donda, 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 and it's. Yeah. At first I was confused because I was like, why is it like, why is the rhythm like getting changed like every second or something? But because I was talking to Brandon about this like ages ago, like, and you explained it to me, I was like, actually, you know what, that's sick. I can't lie.
Yeah, it's creative, so creative though, because it lets you know that like there's a backbone to the album, and it's like that like Kanye's made this dedicated to his late mother, and it's nice to see because it's just like it's representing her final moments in Heartbeat.
Yeah. That's why it goes Donda Donda, because it's ooh 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 ooh, like it's like the heartbeat in it. And bro, honestly, like it makes the song almost better than the part where Drake wants to be a lesbian too. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the meaning behind it is so powerful.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, come on, like, I get Drake's trying to relate to like most girls, because apparently, like, most girls like to be lesbians nowadays. If that's a new thing.
I heard it was him being like, "I like women too," and it's like, bro, that is such a shit line. Is it just me, or is that really corny?
It makes you think. Did he even try this album?
Exactly, like people were like, like I heard producers be like, "Oh, this is a full-on rap album," and I'm like, so I was like, that's why I gave it a listen. I was like, all right, let's hear it, and it's. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the album cover for Certified Lover Boy?
Don't even get me started on this shit. Donda's better.
No, both album covers are shit, right? But Certified Lover Boys is like, I'm not really. I thought it was a joke. Do you know when he announced the release date for his album?
Yeah,
I was like, is this a joke?
I thought it was like a. Like, you know how like Artio, when they put up something, it was like, oh, guess what the song's going to be called from this picture? I thought it was going to be something like that, or like, guess what the album cover's going to be? I thought it was like a teaser, but it was the fucking actual album cover, bro. I think the word to describe it is tacky and also really lazy.
Really, yeah. Really lazy is not even the word, though. It's like, you could have done so much more with that. And
if we're talking dope album covers from this year, let's talk about Lil Nas X. That is a sick album cover.
Do you know what I thought you were going to mention?
Who?
Probably Tarantino 3.
Oh, that's it. Oh, bro. That's fire. Bro. Bro, that is insane.
Album cover's got Easter eggs within Easter eggs hidden within it.
Yeah. Like, apparently Logic has his own alphabet. And he puts, like, letters, like, within, and people are like, oh, that means this and that. And it's like,
yeah.
What? And then, like, you've got Drake just being like, oh, there's however many pregnant emojis there. Woo. The only variety is the amount of jumpers they're wearing. and that's more variety than the songs that are on the actual album. Anyway, that was so mean. I'm not even sorry.
You can't take it back now anyway, though. So
Yeah,
like
I was going to say the actual album cover, the album name then, but the Belittled Grafters EP that's coming out soon. I think that album cover smashes both of those out the park.
Well, Donda and Certified Lover Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be kind of depressed if it didn't, you know what I mean?
But it's kind of sad to think about it if you know, because it's like our album covers is, you know, leagues above to the top artists in the world right now.
Yeah. Like, I would say an album cover is supposed to paint the picture of what an album's going to sound like and be about.
Yeah.
And I think that's why the record label let Kanye down. Because trying to listen to an album where it's just one color it's hard to imagine. Like with the Lil Nas X one, he's like floating in like a city of is it Montero that he called the place?
Montero.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, it's like being in a new place and it's like exploring and figuring out yourself, but it's like as a place. It's quite interesting, like a cool concept. But with Donda, you just got a black screen and it's like I bet the album cover is going to be somewhat weird as well.
No, did you see the album covers concepts for Donda before?
No, I saw the one for Certified Lover Boy.
I didn't see the Certified Lover Boy one, but I saw they did 2 concept albums or covers for Donda, and one of them was like a woman, and a woman that was painted in red, and the background was all grey. I think that was like supposed to represent Donda, and then there was another one that was kind of like it was like an acid trippy kind of like album cover.
Is it like green and red?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah. Right, I could picture an idea for Certified Lover Boy album cover right now, and you'd think it's so much better. Right, so you know Drake's got that love heart like hair thing.
Yeah.
Right, picture that. You get a picture of that, right? You get Certified Lover Boy in white. The background of Drake is like his hair, but the background is black as well. But Certified Lover Boy, but cut out the O in lover and put the love heart there. Done.
Look at you, man. Drake should sign you up, man, to do his album covers.
It's simple, but it still works because that's like the trick. Like for me, like when I saw that love heart in someone's hair, I was like, Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah,
that's what he did for the album. Like it would work like that. I'm worked up over a little album cover.
Like Ash Ketchum says, it's super effective.
Exactly, man. Like, come on. You can do better. It's just you can get emojis anywhere.
I know you can get emojis anywhere, though, man. Like, but apparently as well, do you know the guy who designed Drake's album cover?
What was it? A message? I'm sorry.
No, sorry. No, I'm not sure. I forgot what the guy's called again, but his type of style for album covers is like emoji kind of styles, or it's like supposed to be like simple styles. But either way, though, like I feel like Drake, like he could have done better with the album cover. I feel like this is like one of his worst, like releases. You know, like in recent years.
Yeah, I would agree. Like imagine you're Drake, right? And then someone like he's like, oh yeah, send that album cover that you finished, and you get that, and he's like, oh, this is sick, bro. Fuck off.
No, but the thing is, though, is right. Drake can make good songs. He really can. Because, like, if you go back to some of his older tracks as well, like
God's Plan,
not even that though, like way back, like 6 a.m. in Toronto and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Did Johnny go back to those times as well? And even his album "Take Care," and do you know, like way back in like the early
is that the one with like the guy and he's like, I don't really know what pose he's doing. Is he wearing like a black suit or something?
Yeah,
because there's a song. Is it Kiwi?
Wait, what you on about?
Passion fruit? It's a fruit.
No. That's More Life.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. But that's a good song.
I'm thinking of.
Like I remember, what is it? Is it Just Hold On, We're Going Home? Like That was good, man. I just hated Drake then, so I just avoided it. But
like I'm saying though, like Drake can make good songs, but whenever he chooses to, but I feel like he just didn't put his full energy onto this album. I felt like he just wanted to put it out for the sake of putting it out, and
just to piss Kanye off.
Sort of as well, but I found it funny as well because you know how much Kanye has been pushing back his album, and then his label decided to just drop it because he kept pushing it back. It was so ironic that Kanye decided to drop the album around the same time as Drake was dropping his.
Yeah,
it was like you know.
Yeah, apparently people were like, oh, they probably did it because the label was scared to go up against Drake. But it's like, bro, trust Kanye. Kanye is, I hate to feed his ego, but he's kind of a genius with music, with stuff like that.
He is.
There's a reason there's a reason people are like, Kanye. There's a reason.
Oh, he's not called Kanye anymore. We've been calling him by the wrong thing.
Oh, he's called Ye now, isn't he?
Oh, Ye now, yeah. He legally changed his name to Ye.
I mean, fair play. I think Ice Cube legally changed his name to Ice Cube, so
oh wow,
do what you gotta do. Yeah, man.
Fair enough.
Doing bits. Oh man,
it's your life. You do whatever with it. Oh, to be fair though, right, with Drake, with Certified Lover Boy, he was like a marketing genius when it came to that as well. When he announced the album, did you see how many brands and businesses were following that Certified Lover Boy cover trend?
Yeah, I think it was kind of like a TikTok move. Like, you know how an artist puts out a song to make it perfect for TikTok, and it's like that. But it was more like a meme format than a TikTok format. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was quite clever, to be fair. And it really annoys me to admit that.
And that's the thing, though. Like, it's just clever marketing tactics as well from Drake.
Drop marketing tactic I really liked from Kanye, though.
Go on.
The billboards.
The billboards.
Like, it was like I can't remember what it was, but it was like they were in certain cities, weren't they, of the hometowns of the features that were in. Because he didn't release features, he just put billboards up, and it was like, oh, I think like when Travis Scott was on, he was like, it was in Houston. It was like The Legend of Houston is on Donda or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it said.
Are you on about Drake?
No, was it Drake that did that?
Drake. Yeah, it was Drake.
Oh, bro, I thought it was Kanye.
You're mixing it up. Mixing both of them up again.
Wait. Was Kid Cudi on Certified Lover Boy?
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
So I remember seeing the Kid Cudi one. Because Kid Cudi's on Donda as well, isn't
he? Yeah. It's funny as well. You find it funny as well, though, right? Do you know a lot of the featured artists on both of their albums? Like, most of them are on both of them.
Jay-Z,
Lil Baby, Kid Cudi, Lil Durk, Travis Scott.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Think about it.
Oh, I've got to ask you something right now. Grammys, right? What is it? Is it Best Rap Song? Baby Keem and Kendrick.
Family Ties.
Family Ties.
Yeah.
How fire is that song, though?
Yo, I'm telling you, right? It was so nice just to hear a new verse from Kendrick again.
I'm smoking on your top 5 tonight. Oh, bro. And then when he said that, I was like, oh my God. Strap in. This is it.
Strap in.
Kenny's back. I am so excited for that album.
I just love it, man. I can't wait, though. Because when you made that announcement earlier as well.
We were in the studio, weren't we, as well?
I was like, oh my God, Kendrick. Oh, he's coming back with a new album. Oh, and it's his last album with the Top Dog Entertainment as well.
Yeah, I panicked because I thought I just said last album, and I was like, no. But I think it's gonna be
right, guys. It's all right. He's not dropping one more album and then he's retiring. He's only going to drop one album with the label, and then he's going to go independent or probably start up his own label.
Oh, also, who do you think should win the top rap album for Grammys?
The ones that we listed?
Yeah. I want to say Cole because I think it would be really nice for Cole to win something because I feel like he deserves it. But I've heard, I haven't actually listened to the album and I feel really guilty about that. But I've heard Tyler the Creator's album is phenomenal.
Good, yeah.
So like, I'd be happy if one of those wins. I don't want Drake to win because I don't think he deserves it.
No. He does not. He does not.
I think it'll be nice for Kanye to win because it's an album named after his late mum. So I think that could be quite nice for Kanye. But yeah.
Personally, to me though, I would like Cole to win, but I feel like Tyler's been like very versatile with the album, well, and I feel like that's going to back him up as well.
And it's more commercial.
Yeah.
Because Cole is just like, if you like one, what is it My Life with 21 Savage? That I feel like that song sums up the album because it's that genre. If you don't like that genre of rap, you're probably not going to like the album, but Cole is Cole and Cole is fucking fire.
Yeah.
So let's just hope a lot of people like that genre. But yeah, sorry, you.
No. Like I was saying though, like I'll be happy with anyone winning but Drake because I just feel like his album, he just didn't put any effort into it, and you can tell as well that he's just hungry, trying to get all the streams driven up with all the songs on there. So yeah,
like to the viewers, don't get us wrong. Like we respect Drake.
Yeah, absolutely. But
like,
I just feel like
amazing. Like. But like, because I know for some people, I will think, "Oh my god, why are they hating on Drake so much?" Bitch, I hated on Soulja Boy. Focus on that.
No, because we've been talking about Drake for like most of this now, and people are getting the bad impression that we're just haters of Drake now. We're not like we respect Drake for what he's done, especially.
Let me put it like this: we think Drake has so much more in his locker. We think he's better than Certified Lover Boy, is what I would say. He could do so much more.
Yeah.
So we just, give him a little tough love nudge. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So stupid.
Yeah, it really is.
Jesus. But yeah, I think that was pretty sick. Also, I've heard something that I did not expect to hear. You know Nicki Minaj, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember, is it Pink Friday, that album?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember a little song called Super Bass?
Not particularly, no.
It was like, it's fire. I remember being a kid and being able to rap that. It is officially certified diamond.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We don't have to stay on this topic for long, but I saw that. I was like, we've got to talk about this because this was a huge, huge achievement for an artist.
That's like 10 million sales, isn't it?
Oh, I think it's like 10 million. Oh, I got to search this up.
Yeah, I think getting diamond is like 10 million sales, which is insane.
Diamond sales. Because surely music. Yeah, let's put music, so otherwise diamond's just going to come up.
Yeah.
Diamond is 10 million and counting.
Mad.
Oh, wow. And I think for a female rapper as well, I think that's a huge step.
Yeah.
No, Nicki's been breaking walls. She's been breaking it down, actually. She's been paving the way for those female rappers.
100%, yeah.
Wow.
Definitely. And as well, like, I want to mention with Lil Nas as well, like his first debut album, like he sold like 129K first week.
Really?
As well. Yeah. His first debut album, like some people see that like, oh, that's a flop and that he should have done like 200K plus. It's like that's his first debut album. Like that's really good. Like most artists can't even sell over 100K plus on their debut album first.
I'm going to make a statement here about Lil Nas X, and people are going to disagree because people disagree on everything I say. But I reckon if we give him enough time and whatever, like in what, like 30 years, he could be making as much impact in people's lives as David Bowie.
Yeah.
He has so much potential to do stuff like that. Like, he has the way, like breaking down walls for people. You know what I mean? Like, David Bowie was, like, yeah, granted, he had shaky problems that we don't have to talk about, like accusations, but he was one of the ones that, like, I swear he was one of the artists that started wearing dresses and stuff.
I think he was, yeah.
Along with like Prince and that, like, but I feel like he like, obviously I don't think he's gonna, like, Lil Nas X will be as big as Prince. But if we compare, like, you know, like in a new bubble of our generation, he will be the Prince of our generation, in my opinion. Which is a very ballsy thing to say. I feel like he has so much potential, bro.
Speaking of our generation, Ian Dior made a comment in an interview. I don't know if you heard about it.
Oh, let's hear this.
He said that The Weeknd is our Michael Jackson's generation.
Yeah, I fully agree. Fully agree. Yeah. I mean, I don't think he is yet, but I definitely think he has so much potential to be.
Some people are digressing that, you see, because some people are saying that Bruno Mars is our generation's Michael Jackson.
Well, I think the great thing about our generation, we have more than one.
That's true.
Like Silk Sonic, by the way. Oh my god.
That's an ear candy.
Like, them two both know what they're doing. Oh my god. Anderson .Paak, Bruno Mars. Perfect lineup. Can we...
Perfect duo.
Okay.
No, seriously, though, like that's the thing, though, because like The Weeknd being our generation's Michael Jackson, or some people are debating it's Bruno Mars. Like there's one thing that we can all agree on, and this is a fact. No one's gonna touch near Michael Jackson's level ever.
Oh no. No.
And like, do you remember a few months ago, people were making the comparisons of Drake being like the next Michael Jackson or something like that? Like, no.
One word for you. Thriller.
Don't diss Michael like that, man. Like, honestly, it's like you can't compare yourself to Michael Jackson like that. Like,
it's like when... Do you remember when people compared Migos to the Beatles? Bro. Get out. Oh, man.
I'm not a big fan of the Beatles, so I'm not really like you know, like I respect what they've done for the culture especially, but you know, it's like, no, you don't compare the Migos to the Beatles.
But I remember learning about how revolutionary they were in college. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So they did bits.
They really
fuck's sake. But yeah, I think we have a lot of potential to have this might be a really weird thing to say, but if we're comparing and stuff, I reckon, who do you think is most likely to be the revolutionary charismatic rapper like Eminem? Who do you think's our generation's Eminem?
Jack Harlow.
I was about to say Jack Harlow, bro. Him and Lil Nas X are gonna be so big, like, honestly.
Bro, I was gonna mention this as well about like both Lil Nas and Jack Harlow. I feel like, you know, they got longevity running down their veins, and I feel like they can carry the industry on their back at this point, because
industry baby.
Straight up. But do you know how many times I hear that song like everywhere? YouTube, TikTok. I hear that. It is a good tune, though. Oh, fun fact as well. Kanye produced that track as well.
Which I find hilarious, because everyone was like, I saw like reactions from people that, like, you know, Christian, and like they're against gay people or whatever. They were like, this is a sin. He gave Satan a lap dance and now he's dancing naked in showers. How dare he? Kanye has a whole album about being Christian, and he produced it. So it's like, you know, we don't have to hate gay people.
Nope.
I'm atheist or agnostic. I don't know what the technical term is.
Yeah.
So the Belittled Grafters are LGBTQI plus supporting. That was a mouthful, can I just say? I thought I stuttered or something.
Did you manage to get that out all right?
Bro, we spit bars. We've got this. We've got this.
We spit them bars, which is going to take us far.
Hey, you hear that? We're going to go far.
We're going to go far. Shoot for the stars, aim for the moon.
We're the mini Jack Harlow and Lil Nas X.
Oh my god, man, you're making us go. Do you remember early on in college, you used to compare us to the Dr. Dre and Eminem?
Yeah, it was just like, because you made the beats, you also rapped on the beats, and I rapped. Bro, we were a force to be reckoned with those diss tracks, I'll tell you that.
I know, man, like those diss track days, oh man, like that was something truly special.
I had to take them down on, I think they might be still up on SoundCloud, but on YouTube I was like, we could be cancelled for this.
We could be cancelled for that.
There's some questionable lines in there that the other people were fine with. One of my favourite lines is, "I'm like a turtle, I'll be in Michelle." Because his mum was called Michelle.
Michelle.
It's just funny, isn't it? Like,
wordplay on that, though. That's amazing.
Oh, bro.
I'll be like a turtle, I'll be a Michelle.
Bro, how class was that?
Where did I come up with that?
It was in your verse, but I was like, because she was saying something about, got to talk about his mum. That'll trigger him. Let's do that.
Oh my god, yeah.
And I was like, what's his mum called? And you were like, Michelle. And I'm like, I've got something. Oh, I've got something. By the way, we had Zach on our last episode of the podcast, so make sure to go check that out. Was him.
Make sure to go check that out if you new here, because that was a very fun episode. Zach was amazing, man. He's such a sound guy, man. He's doing bits right now. He's doing sick.
I completely forgot he was there, because we were talking about that on the last episode as well. Oh my god. And in the second diss track, the intro goes, "Belittled Grafters." Do you remember that?
Ooh.
And that, because you were like, "Belittled Grafters," like, oh, that's sick, let's say it. And it's just stuck ever since.
Yeah. We're kind of like creating the foundation of it at that point, and it was like, yeah, here we are now. We're working on the EP, and we're getting bits done for it, so we can officially release it.
When I come up in December, it's over. We've got to sort that out. Get that done.
Yeah, we do.
I got to do some recording for my album as well. Oh my god, it's gonna be, bro. It's gonna be fire.
It's gonna be sick. Trust me.
Yeah, I think Jack Harlow's gonna go far. I think he's got so much potential, man.
He really does, though, man. He's got such a likable personality as well. Like, you've seen all the interviews and him as well. It's like, you can't hate the guy. You really can't hate him.
Yeah, he's killing it in the web. Like, that line in the industry bit where he says, "I don't clear up rumors. Where's your sense of humor, bro?" It's over.
Yeah,
but he's killing it in the web.
And I love seeing that. And I've been seeing all those videos on YouTube of where it's titled Jack Harlow being sus for 10 minutes or something like that.
I love it. Is it the VMAs where it's Lil Nas X and Jack Harlow, and Lil Nas X goes, "Don't act sus, Jack, please." And the look on Jack's face is like, "Oh, he's got me there." What a legend.
And I saw one of the clips as well, was where he was at a basketball game. And then apparently he was talking to someone, and then he was like, "I want to kiss you." I love you.
I love him. So, have you seen the interview with James Corden? He just calls him Daddy.
Yeah.
What a legend! But he is killing it in the atmosphere of the web. But speaking of web, what a segue! You can see it working. I was like, but Spider-Man, way home.
He was really pushing that.
I was like, how do I do it?
Bro, I cannot wait to see this movie, man.
We have so much to talk about right now.
Holy shit. This movie
podcast episode is going to be so long, but fuck it.
I don't care. This podcast can drag on because we got so much to chat about. This movie, if you lot have seen the trailer, you know what we're going to talk about.
There's so much.
Yeah, we're going to lay down our theories, our speculations, what's going to happen from what we've gathered so far recently from what Sony's album's been releasing as well. Because I'm going to ask you first and foremost, James, what's your thoughts on the trailer?
I am not going to lie. It's the first trailer I've seen in a very long time where I've literally screamed out loud of pure excitement.
Funny
like,
as well.
Just being like, oh my God! Like, I literally, way louder than that. I almost got told off from being like so loud.
Mad.
Lol.
So funny, actually. I screamed more for the first trailer than this one. Not to say I wasn't excited, because I definitely was. But
well, you didn't really expect it, did you? Until he goes, hello, Peter. And you're like,
when I saw that teaser trailer back in August, I saw Doc Ock at the end with his tentacle arms. And then he shows up, my heart dropped like, Doc Ock! Oh,
because for the viewers our age, we grew up with the original Spider-Mans, didn't we? With Tobey Maguire, with Doc Ock, with Green Goblin, with Sandman, Topher Grace's Venom, and Harry.
We don't talk about that.
What, Topher Grace?
Yeah. So Topher Grace is a good actor, but his portrait, great, it just we don't talk about it.
He was a good. What was it? Was it Eddie Brock? Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
I think he was good as Eddie Brock, but as Venom, not as good. But it might have been the way they wrote it. I don't know. There was a lot of mishaps with that.
Yeah.
But
the Sinister Six are coming, baby.
We have so many. First off, the trailer itself, beautiful.
Visually.
I have so many theories. But can I just say the one thing that actually made me proper hyped is Jamie Foxx. Because you know the comic of Electro, right? Yeah. Getting the names and getting so hyped. But there's a point where it in electricity it forms the mask from the comic around his face. And I was like, oh my God, that's the thing. And that oh my God.
I want to say something about that as well, because I was kind of worried how they were going to pull that off, because even though you notice with a lot of the Marvel material that they're coming out with, they're trying to make everything comic accurate and comic book related, like they're done with Wanda and WandaVision, which is good, and Falcon as Captain America. I'm glad they pulled it off in a way that Electro's mask didn't look as goofy as it would have done in the comics.
Yeah, it could have been really disastrous. Yeah. That could have been that could have been like Green Lantern kind of vibes.
Definitely. So I'm glad they actually went the way that they went with the mask.
Yeah. So first thing I noticed after that came out was all the TikToks pointing out the lizard's random head turn.
Someone's in trouble. Oh my God, someone over in the Brazilian department.
Everybody knows that's going to be Iron Man. No, I'm kidding. Obviously. Jokes.
It's possible though, because the multiverse is open.
Yeah, there could be apparently there's going to be, they're going to start introducing a younger group of Avengers. I saw a clip of, is it, what's her name? Haley Steinfeld? Is that there? The one in the new she's like the Hawkeye's sidekick in the new one.
Yeah.
But there's I think it's a award show or something, and they're
the character.
Yeah, and I think someone asked Haley Steinfeld, being like, "Is there going to be a young Avengers?" And she looks at the I can't remember the names of these people. You know, is it Kevin Feige?
Kevin Feige, the producer.
Yeah, she looks at him, and he looks at her like, "Don't you dare say a fucking word." So people are something's happening here. Something's happening. Something's cooking.
Something's going down.
Bro, Marvel's Gordon Ramsay's currently in the kitchen.
Did you see the memes? Like, do you know when all like No Way Home leaks were coming out? Like the Kevin Feige memes coming out of him like holding a sniper out to someone.
Yeah.
And Kevin Feige's like, don't you fucking shit.
Don't say a word.
Yo.
Oh my god.
That's so funny.
But like, so what are your theories?
Theories, right? So we've only got 5 members of the villains that we got so far. Like people are, the sources out there that are stating that there are only going to be 5 villains and not 6, but we don't know for sure yet because they haven't revealed the 6th villain yet. But obviously, right? Like, have you seen Venom, the new one? Let them be carnage.
But I have been told about the end credit scene.
Oh well, there's no point then really anyway. So yeah, so Venom is now in the MCU, so he's now in the same universe as Tom Holland's Spider-Man is, and with Doctor Strange and the rest of the other.
Didn't he like get into a portal or something? I can't remember what someone told me, but
no, it wasn't a portal. No, it was like apparently like in the end credit scene, Venom and Eddie Brock were talking, and Venom was going into the discussion of of how his species have been through like billions of years of experiences. And so Venom was going to show Eddie Brock the experiences that his species have gone through. And as Venom was about to show Eddie Brock the experiences, like both Venom and Eddie got teleported from their universe into the MCU. And there's a theories going around that it was due to Doctor Strange's spell at the time where he's trying to make everyone forget that Peter Parker was Spider-Man. And that at that moment, that's where the Venomverse, the Raimiverse, and the Webverse all came into the MCU. So that's why all the villains are in there, because apparently Peter botched the spell.
Like when Doctor Strange says, they're coming, I can't stop them now.
We don't know what that is yet, because it's like...
Whoa.
Looks like it's at near the end of the film. We don't know. We really don't know.
Yeah.
All we know for sure, Toby and Andrew are in this film, but Sony are just hiding them.
Yeah.
They are in this film for sure.
Yeah. The one thing, it's not really a theory, but it's more of a hope. You know the scene where MJ falls off the thing?
Oh, don't give me Gwen Stacy vibes, man.
I really hope it's Andrew Garfield that swipes in and like saves her. Where Tom Holland's like, no. And then Andrew Garfield's like, I can't let this happen again. And he's like, he learns from his mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would be such a redeeming moment.
There's theories that Ned's going to die.
Oh, don't say that.
Because, he's hanging in it. He's hanging from that pole. And people are like, he's got to choose between the best friend and the love of his life.
Oh, that reminds me of Goblin in the first Spider-Man movie, where he made Peter choose between saving MJ or saving the kids and saving the kids as well.
And people think he's going to go for MJ and try and save Ned, and Ned's going to be like, it's cool. You did your thing.
You did your thing, and
see you in the next life, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, if Ned dies, I'm going to... Apparently, I think it's Tom Holland said, it's not a fun film. It's going to be very emotional.
Yeah, so, I heard him say as well that, and you know when he was filming the scenes with Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin?
Yeah.
He told me he couldn't get out of bed the next day in an interview because apparently like it was such a like stressful or like a very like, haunting scene for him to do. Because Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin, like he's got the perfect face for a villain. Like he's got such a perfect face for him. Like no wonder they put him. But it's like he's perfect for Green Goblin. He's perfect for any villain role.
Yeah, we love it. Like,
and another thing as well is that like I heard rumors or reports of sources are saying that Kirsten Dunst and Emma Stone.
Yeah,
like both of them were apparently supposed to be be in the film, but due to COVID regulations, they couldn't make it on set. to film scenes because what they were supposed to be there for like flashbacks or like moments that go on their universes, apparently, from what the sources are saying.
Well, like Gwen falling.
Gwen falling, probably, yeah. So it looks like
someone play the X-Files theme tune. But like I've heard theories that you know this the scene in the trailer where Doc Ock's like, my name is Octavio, or what is it? Oh, I've forgotten his fucking name now.
That's Otto Octavius.
That's it. And then when Peter and all that are like, now what's your real name?
Yeah.
People think those two are completely different scenes, and the reason why they're like, now what's your real name, is because it's probably Toby or Andrew being like, I'm Peter Parker.
It's a lot.
Oh, bro.
It's a lot to take in. For all I know, all I'm saying is I'm excited for this movie, and I can't wait for it to come out. Like, we're getting it 2 days before the US release, which is pretty sick.
Well, I want to see it on the day, but I know we want to see it together as well, so I don't know what to do. I'm really scared.
Should I come to you, or should you come to me, and we'll see it?
I'm supposed to be coming down to Leeds at one point for Christmas.
Yes, but I'll come down early just so we can see it together.
Yes!
I am dedicated to seeing this movie.
Yeah.
Because I am not having to avoid spoilers for days and days, and social media can be like, oh, this character dies. Oh, this end credit scene sets up this movie. And the
worst ones are the memes out of context, and it's just like, I don't get it. Why do I not get it? I want to get it. Bro.
I like those, right? I like those posts because, for one, it doesn't directly spoil what it is, because if you haven't seen it, then you won't get it. But if you have seen it, then obviously you get it. But it does kind of spoil it when it kind of doesn't, you know?
Yeah, it literally gets to the point where I have to avoid Twitter. I have to block words on Twitter, block Spider-Man, block MJ, block Ned, block all the characters' names. So stressful, bro. We can't. I can't go longer than a day.
Oh shit!
What if Happy dies, or what if Aunt May dies?
Those are
I'm not prepared.
I'm not
prepared.
Let me tell you this, right? Do you know at one point in the trailer? Do you remember midway through, Peter's jumping towards Pumpkin Bomb that Green Goblin threw?
Yeah.
And do you remember another shot later on in the trailer where you can see Aunt May's running down a hallway? It's like it's I can't remember what point the Aunt May's running. That looks like the same scene where Peter's thrusting for the pumpkin bomb that explodes right in front of him. So we don't know if Goblin's going after Aunt May.
I don't like this, man.
It looks like it, though. It looks like they're trying to set up for Aunt May to die because to be fair, though, right? Tom Holland's Peter has never really had any consequences compared to Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
The only one is Iron Man, right? That's
yeah, but I mean, besides from that, they never really had the consequences. I think that's why people really adore Spider-Man 2, and they consider it to be the best comic book superhero movie.
Spider-Man 2, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
The one with Otto.
Yeah, that's why they consider it to be the best comic book movie, because it shows the struggles of being Spider-Man, and it shows how compelling his character is, because being Spider-Man is not supposed to be a fun job. Even though, having all these powers is sick, but at the same time, you got a responsibility to hold, and it can be a shit job at times, because it's just you got all these weight, you got this much weight on your shoulders, and you have to make sure to keep up to a higher standards, because people, the city are relying on you. And do you know that train scene as well is that he has to save hundreds of people.
That is insane.
That train scene is so iconic. It's been recreated so many times.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's one of the reasons I like The Amazing Spider-Man 2 as well. Because remember at the end of Amazing Spider-Man, spoilers by the way, when Gwen Stacy's dad, who's is he chief of police?
Seriously.
Yeah, he's like, leave Gwen out of it, don't date her. If you're going to continue being Spider-Man, don't date her, leave her out of it so she don't get hurt. And then in Amazing Spider-Man 2, it shows all like the dilemma of like him wanting to chase the love of his life, but also wanting to save people. And it's like, oh man. And then obviously the ending happens and everyone feels so hollow after seeing that and really sad and depressed. And
so mad though. It's so mad though because throughout the Amazing Spider-Man 2, Peter kept seeing flashbacks or visions of Gwen's dad. And every time he every time he's always in contact with her, because every time he always sees the vision of her dad, it's like he knows that he's about to break the promise to him.
Yeah. Oh, it's so sad, man. Like that. I think the Amazing Spider-Man 2 is really underrated for that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a good movie, but I feel like obviously it's not great because it has a lot of flaws, like a lot of movies do. But...
Bro, what did they do to the Green Goblin in that, bro? He looked like he got high on ice.
They done Dane DeHaan dirty, man.
He looked like he just did meth. Like for real, like oh my god.
Yo, do you know how pissed people would have been if they brought back Dane DeHaan's Green Goblin instead of Willem Dafoe's?
But there's rumours they've brought back Harry Osborn as a goblin as well.
Oh no, you're on about that one shot in the trailer where goblins flying through without a mask.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's not Harry Osborn or that's not Hobgoblin or nothing like that. That's Green Goblin.
Reckon.
It is definitely because I saw a photo online of a stunt double dressed as Green Goblin, and apparently because you know how Marvel is trying to go for the comic book accurate stuff.
Yeah.
Did you see what the Green Goblin looks like in the comics?
Yeah, he's got like a purple hood and that.
Yeah, he's got a purple. Yeah, he's got a purple hood, and he's got a sachet. He's got a sachet as well. He's got like a bag on his side.
Yeah, he's got like a little satchel kind of thing.
Yeah, he's got like a satchel bag on the side as well. So, as well as him having his original outfit from the Sam Raimi films, and with the helmet as well, he's going to have a second outfit to wear. Where he's not going to have a mask. He's going to have goggles. He's going to have glasses like Doc Ock has, and he's also going to have the hood as well.
Yeah,
because some people criticized, the Goblin's costume in the first Spider-Man film, saying that because of his mask, we weren't able to see most of his expressions, and when he's doing all the sadistic evil stuff. Because Willem Dafoe has that good fit, has that look to do that.
Yeah.
And with him having that
second... he's perfect for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. With him having that second outfit to where he has no mask, we're going to see a lot of those facial expressions from Willem Dafoe, which is a really good move.
That's a really good point, actually. I didn't even think about it like that. Bro.
Don't get me wrong though, like the original outfit is iconic, it's sick, but obviously like it'll be nice to see his face and see, how evil his character is.
I'm so excited. There's also a theory that Doctor Strange isn't the actual Doctor Strange. Have you heard that?
He looks all right to me. He looks normal.
People think he's too, I don't know, go with the flow kind of thing. People think he wouldn't jeopardize the world just to help Peter. It's just a few people to forget who Peter is. Do you know what I mean?
At the end of the day, I kind of think it's just an ego thing because you know how both Strange and Stark are like egotistical. You've seen that in Infinity War where they're both going at each other because both of them are rich and both of them are very egotistical at what they do. So I think like with Strange accepting to do the spell for Peter to make everyone forget. It's kind of like, yeah, I can do this. Yeah, I've been doing this for thousands of years. Because if you remember back in Doctor Strange, the movie, the first one, like he's been battling Dormammu. He's been battling Dormammu for like thousands of years. We don't know how long exactly, but it's been long. So he has that experience. That's why he's one of the strongest heroes out there.
That's a really good point as well.
Yeah,
bro. This film is gonna be better than. Do you reckon it's gonna be better than Endgame?
it's high expectation. Yo, I mean, the first trailer broke the record for Endgame.
That was insane.
But the thing is, all right. Do you reckon it's going to beat the box office records for Endgame?
I want to say no, but it could.
I was going to say I want it to, but I don't think it will, and I will tell you why. I don't think it will. I'll tell you why, because we're still in a pandemic, and you got to remember that all theaters aren't exactly open everywhere.
Yeah, that's very true.
So you got to think about the loss of revenue of the period that the movie is going to be in the theaters.
Yeah, actually, that's
because No Way Home has been delayed 2 weeks for Japan and the Philippines. So it's coming out January next year.
Oh, sucks to be them.
I know, right? We're getting it early birds.
Do you reckon who do you reckon is gonna be in it then? Do you reckon there's gonna be any shockers? Like no one expects them to be in it.
Characters.
Yeah.
Matt Murdock.
Is that Daredevil?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? That would be quite interesting to introduce him into the film parts of the MCU. Oh,
absolutely, though, because Hawkeye just dropped this week, and there's been theories going around that that Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin, is in the series.
Really?
Yeah. Did you know the same Kingpin from the Daredevil series?
I remember him from the Spider-Man game.
Mm-hmm. Did you watch Daredevil, the Netflix series?
I watched like bits, but I never got around to watching all of it.
Oh man, it's really good, man. Yeah, it's so good. But the Kingpin from the Daredevil series is supposedly going to be in Hawkeye series as well. Because the character in that show is called Echo. She's like a female superhero. She's deaf. But her special ability is to copy other people's fighting movements, and that's what makes her special. And that's what gives her her special feats as well.
That's sick.
Her character is also like closely in partnership with Daredevil in the comics as well, and so that's why people are talking about Kingpin and Daredevil coming back in these series and movies. So it's going to be very interesting to see where they're going to go with this.
Because, like, who would you get to play Kingpin? Like, which actor?
The same actor from the Daredevil series, because he portrayed a really good Kingpin. His name is Vincent. I think it's Vincent D'Onofrio. I think that's his name. He's really good. Really good actor. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, just bring him over. Like, honestly, I'm so excited. Do you think we're going to see anything like Loki or
what in this movie?
Yeah.
Oh no,
nothing.
No. I don't think they need to like really go like over with it. But I mean, there are rumors circulating that Loki is going to be in the next Doctor Strange movie.
I could, to be fair, because what's it called? It's called the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
That was a really good opportunity to bring in loads of new characters that's going to be Marvel.
Yeah.
You know, rebrand it in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be mad. Like, one thing I really want to happen, but I can understand if it's not happening, is Miles Morales.
I think
Speaking of... Did you see what Lil Nas X tweeted?
Oh, was it Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland?
Yeah, and he was like, I'm going to play Miles Morales.
Yeah.
I'm not against that, you know. I feel like he could be quite good at that. But also, why are Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield hanging out? Huh?
I don't know. I ain't gonna say nothing, man. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'll leave that to your thoughts and your speculation.
They haven't been hanging out before this film, so why are they hanging out now? Eh? Answer me that, Kevin.
Kevin's got a sniper bullet to your head, so you best watch what you say.
He's there. He's like, gotta go to Manchester now. Make sure I don't post this podcast. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Oh my god! But no, it's very interesting though. But like, yeah. I think that'll be enough for No Way Home. Like, we're definitely gonna go see it on the day it drops. I'm gonna come over to you, and we're gonna watch that shit
straight up, bro. It's gonna be insane.
People are gonna. I want to go there first day because for the experience. Because I feel like this movie is going to be a once in a lifetime experience, like Infinity War and Endgame, and I can imagine it being like do you know the Empire Strikes Back in the 70s.
Yeah, the no, I am your father.
I feel like it's one of those like once in a lifetime experiences.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, it's one thing I will do. I will put everything into making sure my kids don't find out that Darth Vader is Luke's father, and then I will make them watch it and make them be like, "Oh my god, what the hell? Oh my god!" And then I'm gonna look at. I've said I want my kid to be called Luke, just so I can say, "Luke, I am your father.
I am your father, Luke."
Bro, that's not even the right quote. It's "No, I am your father," but you know we can misquote things.
Oh yeah, you can do it. Paraphrasing.
Paraphrase, bro. Honestly, it's mad. Also, is it Keanu Reeves that said he'd be up for joining the MCU? So,
oh yeah. Who would you want him to play as?
Well, I've heard there's this character. I don't know what he's called, but he's like he like sells his soul, and he's like a fighter. I can't remember what it is for the life of me. My cousins were talking about, and apparently he'd be perfect. He's like
Is he a motorcyclist?
I think so. He's not Ghost Rider though.
Is he not Ghost Rider?
No. Oh, what is it? It's apparently like he sells his soul to like protect his like daughter or something. And like all these like demons come after him, and he has to like constantly fight them off and shit. But that sounds like a Keanu Reeves film, to be fair.
It does, yeah, it does.
It's just MCU John Wick.
MCU John Wick. Just make a film called
what? Oh man,
MCU versus John Wick.
John Wick would win. Just don't kill his dog and you'll be fine.
Yeah, don't kill his dog, innit? Imagine putting John Wick up against Thanos. Oh, who's going to win that?
That'd be quite interesting, you know.
It would be. It would be a good fight to see, you know.
Yeah. So, like, out of all the Avengers that are still alive, who are you excited to see more of, apart from obviously Spider-Man? Because
I like the original crew.
Yeah.
Thor. Yeah.
I'm hoping for more Ant-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Because Paul Rudd is an absolute legend.
He is. Have you seen the Loki series yet? You haven't?
No.
Well, watch that before you watch Ant-Man because, yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah.
You got time anyway. You got time.
I'm going to try and watch WandaVision and Loki before Spider-Man as well. Also, have you seen Spider-Verse, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, I think it's the scene, you know, where they all tie him up because he's not ready for the mission because he can't do certain things.
Yeah.
So, apparently in the background, the poster says December 14th. December 14th? December 19th? When does Spider-Man come out again? It's 19th, 17th. Right? 17th. It's the day that Spider-Man's supposed to be coming out, and people are like, whoa. So,
Well, it comes out in different days for depending on which country you're in. Obviously, it's coming out the 15th. It's coming out the 16th for other places, and it's coming out the 17th for the US.
And I've heard there's a calendar in WandaVision, and one of the dates is Spider-Man: No Way Home.
The No Way Home trailer, innit?
Yeah, so I'm going to be looking all over the place in No Way Home for some dates. It's going to be...
It's going to be mad, man. It's going to be mad.
And also, what's going to be mad is how long this episode is going to be. We're going to have to put it in like 4 parts.
Fuck me, man. It's going to be like 2 hours now, isn't it?
Probably... maybe 3, who knows?
Oh, shit, man. Oh, but last thing I want to say is that Adele dropped an album recently. And there's projections going around that her album is going to sell 875,000 copies first week.
Yeah, honestly, can we just say that is absolutely insane?
And I want to say she outsold Drake if that happens.
And hopefully Ed Sheeran.
I think Ed Sheeran... No, sorry. I think Ed Sheeran undersold his album.
I didn't laugh. That wasn't me.
No. So it was like, I think Ed Sheeran didn't sell like 150k first week or something like that.
Ed Sheeran? You talking about Ed Sheeran?
I could be wrong. He might have sold more, but it wasn't near like Drake's sales.
That's jokes.
Which is like, I don't know. It's like...
Also, what do you think of the Brit Awards?
What, as a whole? Do I like the award shows?
I think award shows are terrible, but
they absolutely mean nothing. I don't really value them at all. Like,
who cares? Like, honestly,
they're not my cup of tea. At the end of the day, it's just like, it's just an award show. Like, I feel like most award shows are rigged anyway. So I feel like
straight up, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing though, as well, is that like it's like when an artist has got robbed, an artist has got robbed for their award, and that's why Kanye's done the same thing. Yeah, Kendrick, you're too right about that.
Like Macklemore's album, The Heist, was good, but it was Kendrick, and was it Good Kid, Mad City?
Yep,
bro, that album. Just listen to it and you'll get it. Like, oh my god. Do you know Macklemore he sent Kendrick a text after being like, I feel like you were robbed, I'm really sorry.
Oh yeah, that was
apparently. Yeah. And I'm like, fair play to Macklemore for that. Like, big up.
Yeah.
But Brit Awards, they've gotten rid of the male and female categories and just made it one category. So Ed Sheeran versus Adele. This could mean Ed Sheeran's not going to win an award.
Well, Ed's definitely not going to win it then. I'm just saying.
Fucked.
Yeah.
But like, I think if they're going to do it, it's going to make the award short, which to me, that's a good thing. Like, get it over and done with. Or they should add more for up-and-coming artists.
Oh, yeah.
Just do way more, because otherwise we're just going to be feeding the same mouths.
That's the thing, though, because I feel like it's just oversaturated with the same like artists, and that's what the market is like, feeding us.
Yeah.
So we need a lot more variety in there, to kind of like keep it interesting.
Yeah, like we don't have to do up and coming. Try up and coming pop star, up and coming rapper, up and coming rock band. Do you know what I mean? Just make it more broad.
Yeah. A little bit like what the mobile awards do.
Yeah, because at the moment it's just up and coming artists. I think it's literally just that. So just do more for the industry.
Yeah,
do more than what Spotify do and pay us.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh man,
God. So what you're saying, is that a wrap?
I would say that's a wrap. Thank you for everyone that's listened this far.
I know, right? Like, oh my god, that was insane.
But yeah, shout out you lot for sticking around.
Yeah, big up you lot, man. You lot are too sick, man, for sticking this far anyway, though.
You're really choosing friends over foes, huh?
We're here to make friends, not make foes.
Yes. Unless you like Soldier Boy's verse. I'm kidding. Drake?
Hey, Greg?
I love it. He's such a meme. Soldier Boy is such a meme. But...
He's such a funny guy, man. I love him all, man. The thing is, all right. They serve value to the industry. Like with Soldier Boy, though, like he's just entertaining.
He's a madman.
Yeah, he is.
Bro.
But yeah, that's a wrap for today's episode.
And to end it off, next episode we should have a guest as well, right? That's how we're doing it, I think.
Yeah,
we're trying to get a guest on.
Oh, yeah, potentially, yeah. Like, if not next episode, definitely the episode after that. Like,
we're gonna
try and like have some people on so we can try and like get a discussion going on and get a bit of a debate, because like we love to hear both sides of the coins.
Yeah, and our Instagram is at Friends Over Foes. Are we podcast? I don't know if we have podcast on the end.
Just Friends Over Foes.
Yeah, so just Friends Over Foes. And if you want to submit some subjects you want us to talk about, send them in. Whether it's something weird or something cool or something funny or something deep or something related to superheroes.
And if you want to submit any suggestions to us, you can email them to us at friendsoverfoespodcast@gmail.com. You can send your submissions there and we'll make sure to check them out there, definitely, because anything is appreciated from you.
Also, if you want to be a guest, if you have something to talk about, like a brand or a up-and-coming business you want to sell, then message us. We can get you on. We can talk about that. We can have a laugh. We can play some stupid games like we did with Zach.
Absolutely.
We'll have a jolly good time.
Oh, yeah, because that's all it's all about, though. It's all about just having fun at the end of the day.
Yeah. And maybe we should do like a Christmas special or something. That could be quite funny.
I would like that. I would like to do that.
I mean, we got Santa on in the background, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, yeah, I've just noticed that as well.
That's been there all year, giving me bad luck. So, you know.
Santa Claus ain't giving you no good luck this year. But yeah, so I like to say thank you all so much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching this. And if you're listening at home, thank you for listening. And we're going to make sure to try and like push out more episodes that we can. And we're not going to be on a hiatus for 5-6 months or whatever, how long ever it's been since our last one. So we just got some bits going on that we're just trying to get through. But I think for now, we're just gonna call it a day, and we're going to leave it from there. You got anything to say, James?
Wrap up. It's gonna be cold.
Literally.
That's my advice. It's getting cold, man.
Well, it's getting chilly here, man. Damn.
Have you got any advice to give the viewers?
Just be yourselves, innit?
Yeah, and don't spoil superhero films for people that haven't seen them.
Yeah. Just don't spoil shit because you don't want the same thing to happen back to you. What goes around comes around.
Yeah. Be a friend, not a foe. Peace.
Peace.